to y'all. We come with the cringiest wannabe gangster. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. But if you not from that life, why do you be like? I don't understand why people be trying to take that image up. Like I know a nigga right now. I know somebody right now who be doing that. I'd be like, bruh, why? Like there's no benefit. Like there's literally no benefit in it if you not in it. Like if you in that, okay, kudos. Like cause you know you probably was born into it. Blah blah blah. But what I'm saying is, if you got no ties attached, why is you like that? It's a mental illness. It's like you are mentally ill if you are throwing yourself into that life for no reason at all. I'm sorry, but you're gone because it doesn't make sense. It genuinely doesn't make sense. But let's go ahead and get to the video. Okay, new people, new subscribers.
Not a member. Bro, honestly, all of that, they do not know where you are. So
I go live. Imagine if you really claiming ties and the niggas be like, nigga, we don't even know that nigga. Like the word comes back. The streets do not know you. That's tough. Cause hey, listen, the streets don't know me. I know. Hey, the streets don't know me. And hey, the streets will never know me.
The moment you come impersonating something that you ain't,
that's what I'm saying.
For you, bro. If you ever go to jail, bro, they're gonna put you in gang unit. The moment
you calling this girl right here a wifey, right? She's 51 backwards. Oh, hold on. We'll go to Exhibit C. All right.
I just peeped. Nick says she's 51 backwards. I said, yeah. I told you, he mentally ill, bro. I'm telling you. Look. That just goes show right there.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite Mexican raincoat here. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm not doing too bad myself. Today, we're looking at an infamous TikToker known as D-Kane. And some of y'all might know who this person is. Some of y'all might not know. D-Kane is a TikToker who blew up to around 1.7 million followers. And he originally got his big break by posting these types of videos.
My tip creaming right now. My tip.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Reggie? What the fuck? Gotta make sure my ears clean. I'm hearing some bullshit. What the fuck? Wait. Had to make sure the day was right or something. Fuck you talking about?
Tip sticky. Tip real sticky and moist.
Make my nose itch.
Brother,
what the fuck?
What's that?
Oh God. What's that, brother?
What's that, brother?
By the way, I wasn't the one who added that sound effect. That was all him. Now, if these thirst traps weren't cringe enough, D-Kane would then be recruited into becoming a TikTok live demon.
Hey, don't hate on me. Listen to me. Don't hate on me. I'm about to hit 100K on Instagram, little bro.
Okay, Chad, every time he went live with me, he was at 60K, right? You were at 64K, don't lie.
What is this, the Edgar multiverse or some shit? What am I watching? Thanks for the galaxy. Thanks for the
galaxy.
What is the Edgar? Anyways, Mr. D-Kane would ride away on the TikTok live hype, and he kind of became this gimmicky type character that was getting made fun of all the time and poked fun at. It was kind of just people bullying him for being zesty, which was pretty funny to watch, I'm not gonna lie.
This girl got lashes on.
You got what?
Hold on, let me see. Oh, he's finally coming out.
I don't know, bro. Just look.
Hell no, Rocky.
He look. I don't know.
He has a whole drawer of caterpillars. He's like, let me throw these on today.
His hair. How is his hair?
I'm confuzzled.
Bro, you heard him. I'm trying to build a puzzle.
And by the way, this goofy goober's named Lalo. He's actually a good guy in the story. There's his TikTok. But Mr. D-Kane would collab with Lalo pretty often, and that's how
D-Kane was able to basically just
farm free followers. He'd just show up on
TikTok
Live
bro.
to get roasted by Lalo, and that was his method. TikTok Live also has this...
Bro, look. Hear me out. Let me know if I'm tripping with this. Isn't it weird that people try to make their bodies perfect? Like, isn't like the body more beautiful when it's imperfect? Listen, I'm not even trying to be one of them woke motherfuckers, but I'm just saying, like, don't somebody look better when they like imperfect? Like me, I like it when the hair messy. You feel me? Like me, I don't know. It's just something about having a little bit imperfect. If you too perfect, nah, man, maybe I'll be tripping. Like I don't need no fat ass, but like I don't need no BBL. You feel me? I don't need that.
Sort of begging method where all you have to do is just beg the people watching your live stream to follow you and like the stream. And like from what I've seen, it's like a pretty popular method that hella TikTok live streamers use when they're trying to grow. And best believe that was a way for Mr. DK to farm followers.
Click on the left of your screen if you don't already follow me. Everybody click the follow button.
Okay, this shit sound annoying as hell.
Make sure you follow me right now. Everybody click the follow button.
Hey, you can't. I just noticed your caterpillars. They're getting bigger.
So yeah, he was pretty much notoriously known on TikTok as the zesty Edgar that would get roasted on live 24/7. And it got to the point where people were even making nicknames for this dude, like the Confuzzled guy.
I'm confuzzled.
And yeah, at first everything was pretty lighthearted. Lalo was making fun of Mr. Confuzzled guy on TikTok Live. It was funny, DK was taking the jokes, they were both farming followers, things were alright. Everything was kumbaya.
You are the comedy, but you can't do comedy. Like, you understand what that means?
Like, are you trying, like, what are you trying to do?
He got hella tattoos though.
Until it got to a point.
Because those tattoos, I feel like it's just betraying the image that you're really
So
not.
if you saw me in real life, what would you do?
I probably laugh.
Exactly. You wouldn't touch
Real nigga.
D-Kane was a wannabe gang member. Now, by this point, with how many fake gangsters we've looked
Niggas,
at
I
on the
probably
channel,
laugh.
I'm starting to think that this is
That's
like
real
some
shit.
type of pandemic or some shit. Like, there's got to be a poser pandemic that's happening right now as we speak. It's getting bad. And this shit's got to be a sickness of some kind. I know
That's
you
what I'm
guys see those
saying.
face tats. And if you look closely, he has the number 13 in the middle of his eyebrows. You'll also notice that he's of Hispanic descent.
What the 13 at? It's 13 of y'all. Y'all see 13? I don't see no 13. I mean, bro, regardless, bro, face tats or not, bro, I don't give a fuck if you in the gang or not. Like, if you in the gang, okay, cool. But, like, I don't even think that makes it. Okay, we shouldn't just automatically, like, oh, somebody got tattoos, they gang affiliated. I mean, can it be true? Yeah, it could be true. Can it not be true? Yeah, it could not be true. But I'm just saying, like, that don't mean he in the gang because he got tattoos on his face.
For the people who aren't putting two and two together, this
gonna
guy
lie.
was trying to act like a MS-13
Me
gang
blowing on my glasses made me see a little way better. What the hell?
member, which
That
some of
actually
you
worked?
might know about and some of you might not. For those who don't know who and what MS-13 is, MS-13 is a violent street gang that started in Los Angeles in the 1980s, originally formed by Salvadorian immigrants. It spread across the US and Central America, gaining a reputation for brutal crimes like drug trafficking, extortion, and extreme violence. And I asked
What?
ChatGPT how to get initiated into MS-13, and from what ChatGPT knows,
It says beat down. I'm sorry, bro. Like, if you just randomly go in there and just get your ass beat, you gotta be mentally ill. Like, if you just randomly just be like, man, I gotta get my ass beat today, bitch. Like, I just feel like I'm getting my ass beat. Like, everybody just jumped me today, and you not even part of that life. Okay, commit a crime, prove yourself. See it? Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. I couldn't do this. Like, what you mean commit a crime to prove myself to y'all? Like, if I, like, imagine, like, me, if I'm coming here, that should be enough proof. Please, take me. Like, and then, what? In some cases, female recruits are given the option of being jumped in or being...
apparently, the most common method is a brutal beating by multiple members, usually lasting
that weird
13
shit.
seconds.
That's
The
that
goal
weird
isn't to just survive, but to show resilience and loyalty. Goddamn. 2, commit a crime. Some recruits have to commit violent acts like murder, robbery, or attacking a rival gang member to prove their worth. This is how they test someone's willingness to go all in for the gang. And 3, sexual initiation. In some cases, female recruits are given the option of being jumped in or being sexually exploited by the members. Ugh. So yeah, you get the
No,
picture.
me,
MS-13
like-
is a violent gang. A
Like,
violent
what
gang
the
that
fuck?
D-Kane was repping on his forehead. But it wasn't long until people started pressing him about his quote-unquote affiliation.
What's that?
Can I see you sureño?
You know what I'm saying? 1-3.
Are you sureño or not?
Is that 1-3 life?
Where you from?
Why you asking where I'm from?
Yeah, where you from?
Nigga, if you from, like... You about to piss me off. What the fuck you mean, bro? If you repping your gang, nigga, you should be able to say where you from. Like, what the
What gang? Where at? What city?
I'm from Salvador.
You're from El Salvador.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. What gang are you from?
We're not doing this on TikTok.
Yo, I'm from King Salvador 13. Bowen Park. Where are you from?
I'm a good boy.
You're gay. That's just
Nah, he tripping. But you could really not be here. Like, you playing, like, you, like, this the line. You really, like, you stepping, you passed the line, actually. Like, you need to come back over this way. Like, you brave, boy. You brave as hell. Cause me.
For those who didn't know who that was Lefty Gunplay, who's a rapper out of LA, and he knew a little thing or two about the streets. One would say he is very educated on it, so he easily sniffed out the fact that D-Kane was a poser. And if we're being honest, I think it was pretty obvious from the jump that D-Kane was a poser and not a gang member. If anything, he was just a tatted, nonchalant, zesty Edgar E-boy, begging for followers on TikTok Live. That's it. But he played into that gangster type aesthetic, but in reality, he was not lifting a finger on anyone. Except his ex-girlfriend and his grandma, which we will get to later. But yeah.
He beat up his grandma and his girl? I had to say Grams because, like, Grams is family, but isn't she an old lady? That's bombastic. Boy, you put... Nah, I ain't gonna lie. They gonna catch up to your ass.
After Lefty pressed D-Kane, the word got out that he was a poser, and some people actually wanted to put this to the test in real life. So I guess some people caught him at the mall while he was just out randomly scrolling, and they took his chain while recording.
Are you gonna give me my chain or not?
Nigga say, are you gonna give me my chain or not? You talking too much. Once he... like, imagine, cause like, yo, like, if you got a chain on, bro, somebody gotta... Like, they gotta take your shit. Like, they gotta snatch that bitch off. And you asking after they... after they snatch your shit off, you gonna give my chain back or not? Boy, you talking too much. You should have made it... Boy, either you... Or you start throwing balls. Like, what you talking about?
I don't need coin, but I'll give you that. Call security. Are you gonna give me my shit? Why not? Call security. Call security right fucking now, nigga. Why did you keep talking? Bro, do something already.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You, bro. If you, bro, that's how I know. He too lost in the sauce, bro. You can literally die about this, boy. They don't play about this, boy. This is what they bleed. They bleed this. Boy, they ain't playing with you. You would literally get shanked over some stupid. I'm trying to save your stupid, but. Do what you want.
And after this point, that video went viral and the word went completely around town that he was a poser. And by this point, he had cemented himself as a lol cow. Also, the word got around town that he was 5'1". People had a field day with that information. But eventually, Lalo would press.
They didn't care about him being exposed. They care about him being short.
How he got his tattoo, and also how he managed to let someone snatch his chain.
Queen, tell me why I had a lot of big homies, right? Earlier, they were all coming up to me. They're like, bro, like, hey, respect on what you were telling D-Kane about that 13 on his face. He does it.
You know this isn't the only place where I have 13 tatted on me, right?
I mean, it don't matter where you're gonna tat it. You shouldn't have a tatted, bro. I'm just trying to like.
If you were behind me, if you see me walking somewhere and you were behind me, you would see a big 13 on the back of my neck, and you already know what type of time I'm on.
I mean, you got your chain snatched. Obviously, you're wearing on no time.
Let me set this straight for everybody in the live.
You're really dumb.
I like that nigga. He said, nigga, you got your chain snatched. Clearly, you was on no type of time.
Your own look like you
I like that nigga.
They say you're wearing on no time.
Let me set this straight for everybody in the live.
You're really down for your own hood like you say you are. You would have swing while you're on.
That's what I'm saying.
And honestly, D-Kane, when Lefty was telling you all that stuff, like, hey, where you from? You're like, bro, you know what it is. I got that 1 and that 3. You know what it, bro. D-Kane, I promise you, D-Kane. I'm not saying this in a bad way. You are not a member. Bro, honestly, all of that. They do not know where you are. So the moment you come impersonating something that you ain't,
yeah,
it's only for you, bro. I'm trying to put you on the right path, bro. I'm not hating on you.
Thanks.
No, I'm not cloud chasing none of that, because I'm the biggest. You know what it is, bro. But, like, bro, I'm telling you this for real, bro. Like, bro, You know that tattoos are always gonna raise a lot of, bro. That's the first thing that's gonna raise questions about you. If you ever go to jail,
oh God, if the police see you and they see that, bro, they ain't asking. They might even know you not into that, and they gonna throw you into it just because they know you not in it, and you got them stupid tattoos. And them tattoos, bro, you going into the courtroom, bro. You think that's gonna help you? Come on. Niggas don't think, bro.
Bro, they're gonna put you in gang unit. The moment
Even though Lalo tried to humble this guy 3 different times, I think even more than that, D-Kane still wouldn't drop the gangster persona / aesthetic. He was desperately trying to convince everyone on TikTok Live that he was living that 13 lifestyle, when in fact, he was just living that TikTok Live beggar lifestyle, while also posting cringe thirst traps in the process. And not gonna lie, getting face tats is an insane level of dedication for a persona. Like, that's just insanity. But eventually, this whole situation started to take an even darker turn somehow when another creator named Poncho, hey, we got the same name. Poncho had an interview with D-Kane's alleged ex-girlfriend, where she made the claims that D-Kane had allegedly beat his grandma, allegedly beat her, and allegedly got her pregnant while she was a minor.
D-Kane is how old, by chance?
23.
Okay, Mr. Confuso's 23. And then, by chance, how old are you looking at right now?
17.
Yeah, okay. So let me say this, because some girls sometimes like to lie. So was Mr. Confuso confused about your age?
No, that was never. People keep saying that. No, I literally was like, go look at my famous birthday. So I did, and then it said 20. I was like, you're 20. Oh, I was like, oh, I'm 16. He's like, okay, that doesn't matter. I was like,
lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up.
as long as we don't tell anybody, you're gonna be an adult anyway. So I think that's what he said.
So you started dating him, whatever the case is, and then when did it start turning ugly? Like, how did you guys? Are you the one that allegedly was pregnant by him?
Yes, actually.
So you were embarazada by him?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, if you don't mind me asking, let's get serious here. If you don't mind me asking, what ended up happening?
How do I put it? He's psycho. He beats not only on females, he beats on his grandparents actually too. His grandma.
That's crazy.
Yeah, those charges, he says, oh, look at my charges. 2 of those charges are from his grandma and his grandpa for stabbing them.
So yeah, that's the clip of her alleging that D-Kane had gotten her pregnant while she was still underage and while he was.
Can we not talk about him stabbing his grandparents?
Disgusting, if true. And
but yeah, that's crazy too.
Poncho eventually confronted D-Kane himself about all this, where D-Kane just made himself look extremely guilty. And before I even play this clip, I gotta give credit to Poncho because he really came with the evidence, the claim, the interpretation, everything. He built a solid case against D-Kane.
You showed her name, right? That's your ex's name?
What that is?
Right there? What does it say right there? And what does the date say right there?
What about it?
What about it? She's a high schooler, gang.
What about me saying that I stopped talking to her? Did you listen to what I said?
Next person. Let's continue right here. Next person, right? You calling this girl right here a wifey, right? She's 51 backwards. Oh, hold on. We'll go to Exhibit C.
Wait, go back to it. Go back to it.
Right here.
Go back to it.
Exhibit C.
Go back to it.
The white girl's doing it for me.
Yeah, where does she say her age in that? Where does she say her age?
61 backwards.
Where does she say her age?
Why are you asking a girl for
where does she say her age?
Listen, little bro. I'm answering.
And go back to the other screenshot too. Go back to the other one. Go back to the other one.
Why are you asking this girl for?
Go back to the other one.
You don't even know her age.
Go back to the other one.
Hold on, Exhibit D.
Go back to the other one.
That's your contact.
Go back to the other two.
All right, I'm 17. You said you're 17, right?
What is this proof?
This man has filters on his face while he's being exposed as an alleged predator on TikTok Live. Damn. Welcome to 2025.
You lied to a girl saying you're 71 backwards, little bro.
When did I lie? Where's the date in this? When did I lie?
That was a year ago, little bro. It matches your number.
That was a year ago? Where does it say the date?
I have the dates.
So, where's it at?
It's posted on my videos. Check out my recent videos, little bro.
It's not, because you would put it right here.
It's on my recent video. I can't post the whole screen recording of it. Here. It goes to your Instagram. It goes to your number. Everything. You know what I'm saying?
Now, pull up the other two that you just showed, though.
So here's the thing, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you can't win with people like you because you're just gonna keep arguing back and forth.
You're not gonna win me because none of those two first ones you showed, where did they say their age?
Right. Nigga, high school? It says Shawty's in high school. What are you talking? Yeah, you right, bro. You can't live with these niggas, bro. Bro, this shit say high school, dog. Well, as a 23-year-old, bro, what the fuck are you doing talking to a high schooler? Like, come on, Rich. What are you talking about?
Here. So yeah, he basically made himself look even more guiltier than he already looked by
how do you even get in contact with
him? And it also didn't help his case that in the past he had made public videos crying about how he lost his baby mama and how they broke up.
Nigga, crying with the grizzly mouth is crazy.
And once people started digging up the videos where he was talking about his baby mama, it just made him look 200 times more guilty.
I just got into a little argument with my baby mama, and she ended up deciding to leave.
What's happening between you and your baby mama right now? Like, you been hurt online about your baby mama, so like, what's going on with that?
Yeah, just got into a little argument. She left, decided to leave, but after she left, like probably less than
I can take this nigga serious. Y'all right, bro.
Crying, saying,
what the hell is his haircut?
If I don't go back
his haircut pissing me off.
Tomorrow.
Have you seen her recently?
Nah.
What is that?
She left like.
I can't judge it though, shit. I ain't got that type of hair. I let it drop.
She answer? No. It hasn't shown that she read it, but I'ma still keep texting her and calling her because I still look, you know what I'm saying? That's the mother of my kids. So.
Of course, it's unconfirmed about if this is actually his ex-girlfriend or not, and if any of these allegations are true, and they are just allegations at the end of the day. But D-Kane doesn't help his case out at all. Like, this dude makes himself look so guilty. Like, when he got pressed about it with evidence, he completely deflected, and that's like the thing with the situation. This guy who exposed D-Kane, Pancho, had multiple pieces of evidence to back his claim that D-Kane was an alleged predator. He had videos of D-Kane allegedly crawling in the DMs of this young girl. He had
crawling is crazy.
Combos. Like, it was looking pretty bad for D-Kane. And I know that screenshots can be faked. I'm aware of that, but with the amount of evidence that was brought to the table, it was just looking really bad for D-Kane. And the worst part of it all is that D-Kane wasn't able to explain any of it. All he did was deflect and say the same thing over and over again.
Go back to the other one. Go back to the other two. Go back to the other one.
And eventually Lalo would step in.
Yeah, like why he didn't deny that?
Doing one last TikTok live together.
Nah, you're weird, D-Kane, bro. I thought you were different, bro. I thought you was a real member on the guys. Word already went around town. Bro, you're done with. After today, everybody's gonna start following you. You're with 16-year-olds. You're Diddy. His ex was 16 as well.
That nigga said you a Diddy. Nigga flicks his chain. Bro, what are we, bro? That's 2025 for you, bro. We living in crazy times. Bro said you a Diddy. Bro said, hell yeah. Hell yeah. He's standing on it. He's standing on it, bro.
You're with 16-year-olds.
Look at her.
You're Diddy.
What's that?
His ex was 16 as well.
In my personal opinion, I think he did that shit. I wouldn't be surprised if he did that shit. He just looked guilty when Pancho and Lalo were pressing him about this, and I kind of have a feeling that the evidence that they showed was real. But at the end of the day, all of these are just allegations, and it's all unconfirmed. But then, D-Kane got arrested. And it was because he had a firearm with a switch, which for those who don't know, if you have one of these, it can land you up to 10 years in jail. So basically, D-Kane is facing 10 years in jail. All because he wanted to act gang gang.
Gang gang, gang gang, gang gang.
At the end of the day ends, and this dude's just another wannabe gangster. It's just that this one got exposed for being a creep and an alleged predator, and then eventually got arrested. So I think it's safe to say that this guy isn't a good person. But what do you think? Definitely let me know what you guys think about this whole...
He's not a good person. I don't believe that. One, I don't judge a book by its cover, bro. He could change. He might realize the error of his ways. I don't know this nigga life. He might really be into that shit. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about nothing about that life. I don't act like I do. But bro could change, bro. So to say he's not a good person, he might not have been. But all these stuff are alleged unless it's like actual. Like, it came out as facts, but it's alleged, bro. But let me know y'all thoughts down below. I love y'all. Stay safe now. See y'all next video. We out.